Hi, I'm Donna Guest, the Lazy Scrapbooker, and welcome to another Tuesday tip.
I'm taking my older Facebook Lives and editing them here for a YouTube playlist. This one was recorded live back in 2022, and it's a review of the 12-inch trimmer. I'll explain the ruler in detail and show the trick of cutting 4 photo mats from one piece of paper, which I first saw in the Devotion Project recipe back in February 2022. Let's get started.
Now, you may have seen this before if you've watched my trimmer video or in any of my classes I do, but this is one of the most usable features on the trimmer. It's one of my favorite features because there's so many benefits. So I want to make sure you're familiar with this. There is a ruler on the side of the metal piece right here on this lever. So you can see starting at 0, and so it's giving you the same ruler that you have over here, just another place to measure how far down you're cutting. And so how you know where you are on that is this white line right here. That is showing you where you're cutting, and that will show you exactly where the blade is. Now, it's kind of hard to read the ruler when this is on top of it. So the great tip here, and I know a lot of you know this, is exactly 1 inch from here to here. That helps me. So I know that if the edge of this cartridge housing is at 4 inches, the edge of it right here, then my blade is cutting to 3 inches. So I know that by looking right here, if you can see that, if I see the edge of my cartridge housing, and this is the view that I have when I'm cutting, I see it get to 2, I know I've cut down 1 inch. So you have to do a little math here. But here's the benefit of that. It's going to help you save paper because you're not going to butcher so much paper. You only cut what you need. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can take advantage of that. Again, the edge of this cartridge housing is 1 inch from where the blade is. So I'll keep that in mind. So the first thing we can do is cut out a nice frame, and I'm going to do one in red because I know I'm going to use that for my son's upcoming album I'm working on. It's a school color. And I want to do a 1.5 inch frame. So that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. I've got to cut down 1.5 inches instead of 1, but I can do that. So we're going to scoot this out 1.5 inches over here. And I'm not going to cut down 1.5 inches. I'm going to skip 1.5 inches. So I'm going to come down here. I'm not pressing on my cartridge housing because you know the trimmer, you have to press down for it to cut. I'm going to come down here to 2.5 right here. So I know I'm cutting at 1. I realize I could mess this up while I'm talking. Very easy to do since I'm not concentrating fully on the cut. So I'm going to press down, and then I'm cutting all the way down to, it'll stop at 1.5 inches here. So that's at 10.5. And so I want the edge of my cartridge housing to come down to 11.5. Ta-da, very good. And you can see how that cut with a 1.5 inch border on each side. So I'm going to finish this off. And again, coming down to 2.5 inches right here. So the blade is at 1.5 inches. All the way down to 11.5 inches. So the blade is just at 10.5 inches. So we're getting a nice frame here. It's a wider frame. Usually I do this, demonstrate it showing 1 inch, but I kind of wanted a wider frame for the page I'm going to do. Okay, success. And so there you go. And you can see I have a perfect frame. And that's one great way because that's hard to do without the trimmer like that. It's very hard to cut out the center of something. So then I have this paper to use elsewhere. Now, a great way to save paper is, this is a trick I learned on our project recipe class last week. For those of you that were on the devotion class, I think this is my favorite part because when you're cutting out mats for your photos, knowing that it's only 12 by 12, it's hard to cut out several mats for 4 by 6 photos without having to trim your photo or wasting a lot of paper. So what we're going to do, and it's a great way to save paper, and you can only do this with this great ruler right here. So we're going to first convert this 12 by 12 piece of paper to 11 by 11. So I'm going to cut off 1 inch here, turn it 90 degrees, and then cut off 1 inch here. And hey, save these. You can use them. That's an 11 by 1, and this is a 12 by 1. All right, so now I have 11 by 11 piece of paper. So I'm going to come over here, and we're going to make 4.5 by 6.5 inch photo mats. So that's going to give you a 1/4 inch around your photo. I sometimes like 1/8 of an inch, but sometimes I do like a 1/4 inch. So we're going to start over here at 4.5, and I'm going to cut down to 6.5 to make that full photo mat. But I'm going to know that my edge of my cartridge housing is going to come down to 7.5. Then I'm going to rotate it clockwise to the right, 90 degrees, and repeat that cut. Down to the 6.5, which is actually 7.5 when I'm looking at it. Okay, look, there's one photo mat that just came off. How about that? Then I'm going to rotate it to the right again. Do the same thing from 4.5 over here, down to where it comes to 7.5, so I cut down to 6.5. Look, there's another photo mat. Check it out, I have one more cut. Again, 4.5, I'm just gonna cut the whole thing, because notice it's only going to 6.5. Boom. And this little square is a bonus. Before I go, I always say this, the most forgotten little feature here is the sight line that's tucked away up here. And there's another one tucked away down here, because you can't always see where your trimmer line is when you're cutting. And think of it, if you're cutting school photographs, they come in 8 wallets to a sheet, that sight line will tell you exactly where you're cutting. I hope you enjoyed this Tuesday tip. Thanks for watching. Want to see more? Check out my playlist called Tuesday Tips.